That's not the right background. That's not the right background either. What's going on today, guys? Welcome back to another episode of What the Fuck Are You Wearing? I'm your host. Today, we'll be doing something a little bit different. Usually, I like to critique plugins that either I'm not a fan of or things that, deserve to be looked under the microscope a little bit better. Hopefully. That's usually what I try to do. Or compare them to other things. Yada yada. Someone suggested something. They said, hey, why don't you look at some plugins that you actually do like? And I was like, you're onto something there. So today I'm going to talk about some of my favorite production plugins that I use just for producing, as effects on audio tracks, MIDI tracks, stuff like that. Just anything I use for production, basically. I'll also do another video where we focus on mixing and mastering plugins as well. That one will be a little bit longer though. This thing is extremely itchy. I'll be wearing this all month, so fuck me, right? Okay, to start it off here, I'm going to mention some plugins I like to use to make sound. First up, Serato Sample. This is an easy choice. I've been using it for years, and I'm probably going to continue to use it unless there's like some magical advancement in basic sampling technology that Serato cannot compete with. It's got everything you need. It's got buttons. It's got low price. It's got warping. It's got random chops. You can lock the chops in place. I think it's got one of the most advanced pitch algorithms out of any sampler that I've come across. It's $100. You can get it for $50, free trial. All right, then next up, Chord Collection 3. I think this one's a pretty easy choice as well, especially if you like software synthesizers. Comes with like 10 plugins, all modeled after the original hardware synths, and they sound great. A lot of great sounds that you can't really get in other things unless you are an expert in sound design. Great for imitating that early 2000s hip-hop sound. I'm recording right now, Mrs. Claus. There's no Mrs. Claus. Chord Collection is $250 right now. It's on sale. I think it's normally $400. I don't know how much things actually cost anymore because everyone's lying about the prices. Not to say a Korg is, but everyone knows for the most part. You get a bunch of synths with Chord Collection. It's probably one of the best you can get for your money. It depends if these are the sort of sounds you're going for, though. I would definitely get a trial first for it before spending this money on it. I don't know why I have to tell you this, though. I shouldn't have to tell you this. If this is the first time you've ever had money, then I don't know, man. Get off YouTube. Some of my favorite synths from the Chord Collection would be, I like the Wave Station. I like Triton Extreme. Monopoly is pretty cool. The Mini Korg. I really like the Mini Korg. I gotta use that more. All right, the next up, we got Vital. It's free. There's also some paid versions of it as well, if you're looking to, spend money, or if you're just looking for more presets and wavetables and whatnot. But it's one of the best synths out there, and what else can I say about it? It's free. If it's free, then go try it yourself. I don't have to say a lot about it, but I will. I'll give you some reasons here. I'd say it's like Serum, but much lower entry price range because it's free. What makes Vital different from most synthesizers is that it has 3 oscillators and 1 sampler. There's also the spectral warp modes. They manipulate the waveform harmonics to give you a different sound. There are other things that are unique about it as well, but these are the main ones that were important to me. Oh man, this thing is itchy as hell, dude. I should have washed this. All right, the next up, we got my favorite drum machine, basically of all time, really. You guys already know what I'm going to say. Drum Monkey. This thing comes in just blowing everyone away. They only sold 3,500 licenses, so, if you could get your hands on one, you might be lucky at Christmas time. You can give someone Drum Monkey this Christmas if you hate your wallet and you hate the person you're giving it to. All right, next up, we got Output Arcade. I was kind of blown away by this plugin earlier this year. I mean, it's not the craziest thing ever. You could say some of the samples are kind of corny in it. There's a lot of things you could say about it. You could say the marketing is really lame. I think that's what kept me away from trying it the whole time. For the longest time, I looked at the marketing. I was like, dude, this thing has to suck. The way they're just pumping it up like this, there's no way it's not going to suck. Because when I actually tried it, I was like, oh, it's actually not bad for some royalty-free sounds. Yeah, I was actually able to combine some things in there and make some beats that sound sampled. They also added the new note kits, I believe, which is a great feature that kind of extends the use of it a bit, but it makes it a little bit more confusing too as well. It's only $10 a month, and if you're serious about making beats you could sell, that's not really a bad investment at all. Same thing with Splice. That's kind of my thought process with using them, because they both have quite a few sounds. Same thing with Reason Plus too. I don't pay for all of them though, obviously. All right, and then speaking of output, let's talk about Portal. Okay, so what do I really like about Portal? It's just a great way to really change up your sounds a lot really quickly. If you're looking to like make like a drop section, create a new texture, but you don't want to like play it like a new sound or something, you're just trying to change an old sound. Really great for that sort of thing. If you're trying to make FX, that's like it's like great for that too. It's just great for intense sound design. Like it really opens up the world to like a lot of new realms very fast. Calling it Portal is actually very appropriate in my opinion because it's really what it's like. It's like you're opening up a portal and you're not really sure where you're gonna go. And Portal is $96. It's on sale right now, and I think you're getting kind of a lot for what it is. Another great effect. This is a classic one. Growth speed. Some of you guys are probably like, really? Gross. My only big critique of growth speed is a little bit expensive for what it is. It's $69. I mean, it's just so useful. If you're trying to do some like quick turntablism type sounds, don't tell Qbert about this. NANI? Or Rob. He's really touchy about turntablism. You talk to him about turntablism the wrong way, he's gonna end up back in jail again, buddy. And you're gonna be dead, buddy. I just think growth speed's really good sometimes for creating modulation or variation in your music, doing things that could take a lot of work otherwise if you try to do them manually. I don't know. It's kind of hard to say if it was really worthy to be put in this list here. I'm still trying to figure out if this thing is like the FL Studio logo? Is it a fruit or is it like a jalapeno or what is it? Why is it so shiny? All right, next up we got Little Altar Boy. Great for creating harmonies or pitching down your vocals, doing anything really with changing the transposition on your vocals. Great simple little effect. Kind of a sus name, if I could be honest though. Little Altar Boy. Like I feel like I kind of feel like I have to wipe my browser after googling this, to be honest. I wonder what it was like for them to get the SEO on this. $100, it's pretty expensive. I think it was like $50 on sale recently. So if you can get it for $50, that's a lot more appropriate in my opinion. $100 is kind of crazy, but it's just it's really useful. Another alternative to this, if you want to save money, is Wave's Vocal Bender. It's basically the same exact thing, but it seems to be cheaper. That's the sale price. It always seems to be on sale though. All right, then lastly, I want to talk about Antares Harmony Engine. Now this is a great plugin for creating harmonies with your vocals. If you can't really sing them yourself, it's not completely convincing, but it's pretty damn close, especially with a good recording. There's quite a few things you could tweak within it, like the vocal character for each specific layer, as well as the timing, basically everything you could want. There's also a choir section you can add to it. It's I've made some pretty cool things with it, so I think it's worth checking out. I'm not sure if there's a trial. Oh yeah, there is a trial. Yeah, definitely try it. It's really good if you're a vocalist. If you're not a vocalist, wouldn't really suggest it, but it could be useful with other instruments as well. I've only tried it with vocals. Maybe worth trying on other things too. I might have to try that. Okay, so that's it for plugins that I like during the year 2021. These did not all come out in 2021. I don't think most of them, if any of them did. I'm just picking out the things that I like this year, and it might change next year, and we'll see. Not a lot of new great creation plugins come out every year. Some of these are going to stay the same from year to year, in my opinion. But let me know down in the comments if you guys want a video where I go over the same sort of thing, but with mixing and mastering plugins, because I have a long list here for that one. I don't really have an extensive synth library, so, I didn't really want to suggest too many things that I don't use actively. But if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to let me know. Rob, Steve, Ryan, Kyle. Maybe they'll make an appearance in this video. I guess we'll find out. What? Make sure to follow my Instagram, subscribe, like, dislike, comment. Let me know what kind of video you want to see next. What should I review? I don't know. Bye. This has been my TED Talk. My head itches.
The Band Incorporated.